Okay. Here we go. We're back. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Anyways, welcome. Thank you for coming back. Happy Thursday. Yeah. Man, it has been a day. And it's going to be like busy until, I don't know, at least next Friday. Okay. Welcome. Thank you guys again. I'll give you guys a little bit of time. People start coming back. But I hope you guys have been having a good week. Had a good Thursday. Yeah. So we have a couple things tonight. The reason that I stopped the last stream and started this stream again is because this stream allows, using StreamYard allows guests to come in. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say invite, copy to clipboard, and I'm just going to text this to Ben Baller. I messaged him several hours ago. He asked me to remind him today, which I did. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's Brian. Yeah, sorry. Okay, Ben just texted me, so I think he's going to come on, which is sick. So let's wait for a second. I can email you too if that's better. Sorry, you can join on a phone or computer. Okay. I think Ben just texted me saying, how do I get on? So that's great. Great news. And I'm pretty sure we're just going to have 15 minutes with Ben. So since that's the case, if you guys have specific questions for Ben, start putting them down in the comments now so that we have some queued up so that when he jumps on. Oh, bam, here he is. Yes. Yo.
What's going on?
How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm trying to figure out how to stop this goddamn thing in my it's a little loud in here, so I'm trying to just give my kids a bath. And I was like, oh shit, it's 7:23.
Nice. Well, I appreciate it, man. I know that like time's valuable. Is however long you want to hang is cool. And also you sound good, and I can't hear other stuff, so whatever. How you been, man?
I'm gonna grab a little stand so I can have the phone on the stand.
Okay, cool. That's what's up, man.
Don't bug me. I'm recording. Hold on. So what's good, bro?
Not much, man. Just living the dream, dude. It's been a crazy day. I'm dropping dual autos with Mark McGwire are dropping tonight on my website. Password protected emails going out soon. Pretty much everyone on the stream is on the email list, so they're going to get it. But it was just it's been a crazy day preparing for it. But yeah, I'm also randomly I'm painting a pair of shoes for a professional bowler that is participating in the PBA next Friday, and so I have to do like 3 pairs of shoes by Monday, and so that's been crazy too. But yeah, how about you, man? What's up?
I got something going on every fucking day, bro. I'm ready to be done with this, man.
Yeah. What's I mean, I feel like now that Chrome are you past the like craziness of Chrome, or I mean, it's still wild, obviously. Like, you know, people.
I've done my job. There's nothing for me to do. That's what the beautiful thing about Chrome was, like, you know, the 48-hour to get the thing. And they can't stop it now because it's already gone. You know what I mean? If they thought about it before, boom, I'm sure they would have been like, all right, well, look, man, why don't we do this? And again, look, man, I'm not knocking tops, you know, but I mean, there could have been a way where they did this. They could have been like, all right, well, I don't know, man. I just think 48 hours was too long.
Mm-hmm.
Chrome was a better, better situation. You think about regular Chrome, which is their Mercedes-Benz product, right? It's their Cadillac of cars for each year, and they put up like 100,000 boxes, and they're in Target, Walmart, and all the the local card shops and everything. And then you got Sapphire, which is like 15 to 20,000. And then you got mine that's like 1/3 of Sapphire, like 1/12 of Chrome. So it was pretty rare.
Interesting.
So, the only thing that sucked is that I don't even know who that dude is, but I know him as a baseball player. I didn't know he was in baseball cards. But that dude Phil Hughes, I think you know him, right?
Yeah, of course.
He opened a bunch of boxes and he didn't get no inserts. I'm like, come on, man, what kind of shit is that?
That sucks.
I
You
never.
know what? Honestly, though, you shouldn't feel bad because I mean, obviously, like Phil's a big promoter of Topps and cards in general. I mean, he's getting hits like all the time, dude. I feel like they're sending him hot boxes. So the fact that if Phil didn't get like the nicest cards, I love Phil, but I'd rather it go to the people.
Oh, for sure. You know what, man? Funny. Someone pulled the like a 125 diamond die cut. But it was sick. And the funny thing is, I was like, yo, how the fuck did you get that card? It's crazy. You got a box? And he's like, no, I bought one pack for $100 from your site. And I was like,
wow. You said you've been ripping packs and then you sold a pack and it had that sick insert.
One pack. He got a pack and ended up getting $1,000 card. And I was like,
yeah.
God damn, there's only 4 cards in the pack.
If you only opened one more pack that day.
Yeah. Look, I've opened 12 boxes now.
Wow.
I've completed a set. I've pulled a bunch of different things. I'm doing Chrome 2021, so I'm obviously trying to get all that ready. Hopefully we could launch 21 around the time the Nationals in, and hopefully by then, I'm pretty confident by then there'll be a vaccine. There'll be at least people figure out how to be a little more, normal. And so I'm excited about that. Again, that's a lot easier to do because there's a set number, and because they really monitored the bot situation. They were like, fuck this. Anybody that had set up an email within the last week or so, they're like, nah, and a lot of people who were in the hobby got them. So that was kind of cool. And the good thing is a lot of people opened them. Yeah, people sold them, of course, for sure. But it was nice. You didn't have to like promote it for 2 days or whatever. Like I ain't got to do shit. It's done. And not only is it done, there's nobody that can say they paid $250 and they didn't get their money.
Get their money's worth. Yeah, 100%.
Impossible. My first box I opened up, I pulled 2,800. Wow. And I'm like, they gave me a fucking loaded box. Come on, man. Like it's impossible, bro. Like how do you do this? And then, I'm doing like little boxes and packs and everything. And next year, it's still gonna be stupid rare.
Right.
Doug, I don't know, man.
So you said like normally they do maybe 100K boxes of Chrome. And then they do 20, 30K boxes of Sapphire. You said it was even less than that. In terms of the number of boxes that they were going to produce, was there any like negotiation in that, or they just said like, that's what we're doing?
They just gave me and said, hey, listen, man, we need to make 3 templates. And I'm like, templates for what? And I was like, dude, look, man, I don't know shit. I know everything about, but when I saw the 85 insert, I'm like, hey, bro, I remember this. They're like, I was like, this is when I was collecting. I was collecting cards between 82 and 91. Around 92 is when I stopped collecting cards. So 85, I remember that. I remember it very well. So I said, look, I'm going to freak it this way. Boom. And they're like, okay, we need to do it this way. I was like, look, I have a way in Illustrator to where I can ice out these team names, Mets, Angels, Athletics, whatever, boom. And all you got to do is change the color and do the alternate. So when I gave them those files, that was it. So I did that, boom, it was done.
That's cool.
At the diamond die cut, I was like, look, you guys did one like this year. We're going to do an oval diamond. That's what I like because I like the oval. Let me show you what the inside of an oval looks like. This is what a flawless diamond looks like, boom. And then I showed the run, and I obviously started with all the Dodgers. Jock Peterson on a die cut. I started, my first card was Kershaw. My second was Gavin Lux. And then I started working on that. And then it came to the main chrome body. And I was like, I don't want to do too much. I mean, there's going to be a little chain there. I was like, I want it to look like, if you ever watched Superman or Superman 2, when, he's fighting Lex Luthor, there's kind of like the kryptonite, but I want to make it like diamond looking, not like green. And then they added the refractor colors, basically adding it in. And here we are, dude. I had a fucking a monster podcast episode with Gary Vee today. It's probably most of the people that have, we've already had like, so 25,000 downloads on a podcast is equivalent to 1 million streams on YouTube.
Okay.
And we had some like already like, on a big episode, huge monster episode, might get 100,000 downloads. So that's like 4 million views on YouTube. We did 100,000 downloads like in the first hour and a half. And who have real big fans of Gary Vee, they've listened to every episode they've done. But because me and Gary have only chatted on like, briefly, like me and him spoke at a couple things and briefly run into each other. We got a lot of mutual friends. This was the first time we actually did it, like an interview. We went deep. We could have did a fucking 6-hour interview, but I had like an hour and a half. That was monstrous. And then he told me why he didn't buy Project 2020.
Yeah.
but it wasn't because he didn't like what we're doing. It's just it doesn't make sense for him financially. He was saying even the ones that made money early on, he was like, look, I'm just really more of a vintage dude.
Yo, totally. He's definitely. I mean, he's outspoken as vintage. I thought he'd be on board for it, but is what it is. I think that there's also like a lot of people hyping and flipping and whatnot, and I think he could have gotten stuck in a situation where he was getting accused of that type of thing, even if he wasn't. So I'm very excited to listen to that episode. Among the crazy day that I have, it's like, I mean, I love all of your work and I love your podcast, and I've been a Gary fan for a long time, done a bunch of art for his office and for his home. So I'm very excited to listen to it.
I don't know how the fuck you do certain things. Like when I sit there, you tell me how many fucking autographs you sign. I'm like, fuck that, bro.
Yeah.
Like 30 or 40, I'm ready to break shit. But now because everything's getting authenticated through Beckett, and the Beckett, the guys here to witness everything, it's like, fuck, man. So I try to do as fast as I can, but no, man. So it was a good day today, man. We had the podcast drop. I had like a clothing release. I have my card your card is still out.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I got to buy a couple of your cards right now.
Nice. Dude, I love the Gibby.
I was going to tell you this. It just came to my mind right now out of nowhere.
Huh.
I think me and you should do something that has nothing to do with Topps and has nothing to do with autographs on the side of a Topps card, because you have, and everyone else has reached out to me. Everyone's doing companion cards or blah, blah, blah. I mean, there just should be something that should be done that is totally separate, that has nothing to do with that. But if the hobby wants to get involved, audience-wise, demographic-wise, cool. If my sneaker, jewelry, sports, background wants to get cool. But we could do something, I think, interesting and fun. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm
super down, man. I love that.
I mean, we did that. We did the Trout card, and to be honest with you, man, honestly, like that was really your card. I just did a little bit, added a little spice to it. But I think
it made a huge difference, man. And it was the first of its kind. Ain't nobody doing collabs. Although I do think.
Wait, what card are we on right now? What card is your card today? Do you know?
250.
Okay, so 250. So we got 150 cards left.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, you see how fast everything's coming, right?
Yeah, dude, it's sick. I'm getting 2 cards are coming out a day, but I'm getting like anywhere from 5 to 10 new cards every single day from Topps right now.
So next week, I'll be caught up.
Sick.
Meaning next week, only thing that they won't have is my Bob Gibson, meaning we will be really getting cards in like real time almost now.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, I haven't gotten the shipping notification for my Griffey yet, but I think that was my last card. Was it my last card? What did I do? I mean, yeah, because Koufax. Yeah, I think that was my last one. I don't know. Oh no, Doc was after that. Yeah, they're getting close. You got to go put out a fire. You can do your thing, bro.
You want to get in trouble right now? Go upstairs. Sorry, man.
No worries, man. How many kids you got? 3?
3.
Cool. They a lot of personality. Are they little mini Ben Ballers?
Man, they're fucking crazy, bro. They're so goddamn crazy, man. They're so out of control, man. I walked into my son's Zoom class. He's in school, and he's sitting back, laying back in a chair, like the full back, like a gaming type chair.
Yeah.
Why are you not? What's going on? And I look at the teacher, and she's like, Ryder, are you exercising? They're doing PE class. Like, it's really fucking unbelievable. They're doing homeschool. And he's sitting back, and he's like, I don't want to do it. I'm like, what do you mean you don't want to do it? You got no choice. What do you mean? You got to go to school. You have to do it. You have to participate. And he goes, no. And then I go into the other son's room, and the teacher's, he's in Spanish class. And I look at the table, and he's drawing like cartoon characters. And I'm like, man, come on, man. Fuck, dude. I can't sit here and monitor you guys 8 hours a day. It's impossible. You know what I mean? I got 3 kids. But yeah, they're crazy, man. They collect Pokemon cards and shit, and they're
sick.
That's where the money is, by the way, right now.
Yeah.
Even Gary's like, shit, man, a lot of money in Pokemon right now.
Yeah. I think, I don't remember what I was reading, but someone was hyping me up on GPK quite a bit. And I think, are you doing a GPK something or?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I have so many projects that I kind of pushed that one on a little bit, but that's one of something that could possibly happen in 2021. If not, I'll push it to 22. But you got something I know that we talked about. We got, I have that going. I think you're going to do the other part of it.
Yes, cool. I just actually mentioned GPK to Jeff the other day, just telling him that I'm open to stuff outside of baseball. And he said that it's cool. With those properties like GPK, I think they own Mars Attacks. There's like certain properties that they completely own the IP for. So like they don't have to worry about like going to MLB and getting, Derek Jeter to sign off on a card or the MLB to sign off on a card because they just own the brand,
To get signed off on certain things. That's why like on this Bob Gibson, I was like, look, dude, this is a vintage postcard. You can't say shit to this.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
But what's your next card?
Cal Ripken, actually. And I'm excited. I'm dropping with Gregory Siff, which will be the first time. I love Gregory's work, and he's a really cool dude. So that's hyped. You know that I actually got to drop with you this time. I got pushed one day and swapped with FDOT. FDOT's Ricky Henderson, which just ended today or yesterday or whenever that was. But yeah, they had like some drama, I guess, with Sandy, and they just didn't know if they wanted to do a Sandy card because they were in some negotiations or something with his agent, and then it got cleared, and so they ended up rushing it. But Sandy Koufax.
I know, but how would FDOT? He has to do a card. He has to do all 20 cards, doesn't he?
Well, no. So I had my Sandy card, which I dropped with you. That's out right now. That was originally slated to come out on Tuesday, and it got pushed, and they made me like like on Monday. They're like, paint Frank Thomas as fast as you can because we might have to switch it. We're going to push you back a day or two. And then the Sandy ended up getting whatever it was, got cleared up. And so they just pushed me back one day. They said, oh, now you're dropping with Ben. And I'm like, that's dope. So yeah, I mean, it's all good. So now it's cool because even though Frank Thomas is not my next card, Frank Thomas is done. And so whenever I have Frank Thomas come up, I'm like, okay, cool. Here, the art's done, which is good. But apparently in 2 weeks. Sorry, you were cutting out. Say that again.
Have you seen what Frank Thomas looks like lately?
I haven't.
Well, he's a big motherfucker, dog.
He's a big. Oh, I know he's a big dude.
He's like 300, bro. He's a big dude.
Yeah, I mean, he's huge.
No, but I look like King Kong Bundy. He looks fucking like.
Wow.
All right. Hey, man. I don't know if there's anything else you want to ask me real quick. Cool. Other than that, I gotta shake and do that.
Man, all good, bro. I just wanted you to. I think it's awesome that you popped on. I really appreciate it. Everybody that's watching is just hyped. Anybody that's I think everyone already has, but get the Gibson card, get the 2-pack with the Koufax, and yeah, man, thanks so much. I appreciate you, and I'm excited when all this COVID stuff ends. One of these days we'll link up in person. I'll come to LA.
Well, look, I'm doing these City Attack boxes, so because I got to go to San Francisco. I've been paying rent for an apartment there for 8 months. Well, I'm paying for 3 years, but I mean, I haven't been in my apartment in almost 7 months. So I'm going to go there because I have to handle my cannabis business shit. I got no choice, but I'm going to basically treat it as I'm here. Mask, not touch anybody, go around, boom. But I'm doing these boxes. So for the Bay Area, I'm doing these 10 boxes, and then they're already sold out, boom. And I'm going to give people like 15, 20 minutes of their time to do it one-on-one individual, social distance talk, and chop it up, boom.
Cool.
And in mid-October, I'm going to do LA. And then in December, I'm doing Seattle. Mm-hmm. So February, I'll be in New York, but I don't know if you're going to be here or you're going to be in Vegas, you're going to be whatever, but I'm going to do Vegas too as well. So we'll catch up somewhere.
Yeah, of course, man. That sounds great, man. Well, have a great night. Thank you again so much. I really appreciate it. And definitely down to keep chatting about out of Project 2020 collab. Down for whatever, bro.
Yeah.
Whenever you're in New York, you're welcome around anytime.
Yes, sir. All right, brother.
All right. Thanks, bro. Have a good night. Stay awesome. Sweet. Well, that was cool. I hadn't heard from Ben until you guys saw when I restarted the stream so that I could have him on as a guest. So that was really cool. I know that he's a busy dude, and beyond being busy in the art and business world, having 3 kids and a family. So that was a special treat. All right, so we got a couple other things. Okay, great. So Tess just texted me. So the Mark McGwire dual autos, I'll show you what they are. The password is going to be emailed right now. Tess just texted saying it. She didn't want to distract from the Ben Baller thing, which I appreciate. Thank you, Tess. I love you. So she's going to send an email. So I told you guys, pretty busy day today. I have the shoes for Jason Belmonte, who's so cool to have him on the stream last night. There's going to be some bonus streams over the weekend. I basically have to have these shoes ready to ship by Monday, all 3 pairs. And so I prepped 2 of them today. I didn't end up painting the Reeboks last night, and I'm glad that I didn't, because this morning I came up with an epic concept idea that I want to be able to test on the Reeboks before I paint on the actual shoes. So today I spent a lot of time prepping the two of the 3 pairs of shoes. And then, Andy podcast, I'm very excited to listen to that. So I'm prepping these shoes. Now I had a surprise too. I'll show you guys this. Also, I guess we should put this, if Tess doesn't send it. Hopefully all of you guys are on the email list, because that's how the password is going to get out. We're going to do that. I guess what I'll do is, if you're not on the email list, you got to stay for a while, because I want to give people, Super 32. Appreciate it. I want to give everyone on the email list, like I told you guys, that's where I'm going to start releasing things. And there's a lot of reasons behind that, but I really appreciate it. So it looks like the mail just went out. So there's 30 cards. Yeah, I'll put these shoes away. We'll talk Mark McGwire for a second. That's why I rock this St. Louis hat tonight. Okay, so we have 5 different colors autos, and I'll show you guys how they look. So they are signed by Mark McGwire on the front. They are signed and numbered by me on the back. And then they have the JSA certification, the sticker there. They also come with a JSA serial numbered, which matches this little serial number right here. There is it's about card size, a little bit bigger than a card, certificate of authenticity that goes with it. And you're going to get a certificate of authenticity from me, like I send with all of my cards, for my autograph. Rakesh just asked if it dropped. So Rakesh, it just got emailed out. It's in your email inbox if you're subscribed to my email. I've been trying to tell people on Twitter last night, just make sure that you're signed up. There's 29 of them total. I know that I told you guys there'd be 30. I did get 30 signed. There was, I don't want to say an error, but one of them I think it had like a kind of a smudge, like a mark on the card. And I decided to pull it from the set because I want people to be really happy with what they get. And I didn't want someone to get something with this little mark on their card and be bummed, because you guys are spending your money on a luxury good and it should be in good shape. Okay, so here's the green one. The green ones are out of an edition of 5. These are really in no particular order because there's all different edition sizes. There's the yellow one. The yellow on the back, that's an edition of 6. There is orange. This is an edition of 7. Also worth noting on this, and I'm actually very glad that this one ended up being 7. So if you look at Mark McGwire's autograph here, it's kind of high. I wouldn't say high. I like where this is at. On the orange ones, he signed a little bit lower. So I'm guessing, I think that's the G from McGwire's, kind of loops down into the nameplate. Just want to give you guys a heads up with the orange on, not on all of them, but on some of them. The reason that he did that is because the orange marker doesn't show up a ton over the red. So he signed lower so that he could have more of it over the pants. Anyways, that's just trying to be, honest about everything. Obviously, Mark signed them all, and it's really hard to do a signature exactly the same twice. And my signature is like a simple one. So, okay, so let's see. We did the orange. What color have we not done? Did we do this purple? So purple's cool. Purple is an edition of 3. This is the lowest edition card. And so number 3, JSA certified, signed there. And then these ones, there's 5 different colors. The blue, blue just looks gorgeous. And I'm really glad that I went with blue on this one, which is an edition of 8. That's the biggest edition, which is awesome. So those are the Mark McGwire cards. So we have green, blue, orange, purple, yellow. We only, and additionally, as you guys I think have probably seen. There are also Beckett's, and there's just one Beckett of each color. I had him use the same 5 colors, but we did a fatter paint pen, and it's actually a different type of pen. It's not a Posca. It's a Deco pen, which is an oil base, and then I signed down there. So we have that, and then it says 1 of 1. Let's see here, right there. These also have the JSA certification. There we go. And they do come with the certificate, just like the cards, certificate of authenticity from JSA, and you'll get a certificate of authenticity from me. So of these, there's just, we'll try and be very careful because they are delicate things. So there's the green. On some of these, on the 1 of 1s where I numbered them, I put the number on the white because I thought it would show up a lot better than on the red. So there's 1. There's the purple. By the way, these, as soon as I'm done with this stream, these will go back into like sleeves with cardboard backing and stuff. They will be very protected. Orange. Go. And yellow. So that is the Mark McGwire stuff. Okay, there we go. Anyways, I'm very excited to launch those. We have had we've had the cards for a little while, and I've been very excited to release them. And then everything went crazy today. We first of all, so the way that I got these signed, I talked to Mark McGwire. I texted with him a couple of days ago. Even when he signed these, he texted me. And he told me when I talked to him, he said, hey, if you want me to sign anything for you, you can send it to me and I'll do it, which is really nice of him. And I get it because I sign, a lot of stuff for people, and I know that offer is really generous because he could make money from doing that, and could spend his time, time with his family. And so anyways, I had known about that, and I was going to send I wanted to send in some stuff to get signed by Mark, but I didn't want to send in a ton of stuff to Mark and have it and then turn around and just go sell it. And so I told him that. I said, hey, man, I will send you some stuff eventually, but it's baseball season now. He works with the Padres. His son, I think it's Max, is crushing it in baseball. He's a busy dude. So I said, I'll do it, but I'm going to wait. But I did want to capitalize and have dual autos and stuff. And so I met this guy who runs a site called Project Exclusives. He does a lot of autos with different players. And really, I didn't even meet him. Somebody I know knows him. So he said, hey, this guy's doing a signing with Mark. He will sign cards. You can mail in cards and we'll sign them and we'll get them certified and stuff. But it wasn't cheap. Over $100 an autograph just for the autograph. Extra $8 for the JSA certification per thing. And then I had to pay, obviously, shipping to and from Southern California. So, I paid thousands of dollars to get this stuff autographed. And that's okay, because I know that the Project's Exclusive guy is keeping some of that money, I'm sure, but he's setting it up, and I appreciate the hustle, and I think that's nice. But also, I knew that Mark would get some of that money, and so I felt really good about that. And I felt like if it was something that I was going to sell, then I would rather to see a little bit of, especially on the secondary market. This is not just from Topps. I'd like to get some of that money in Mark's pocket, so I was happy to do it. Anyways, long story short, couple things. Number one, with the pricing on these cards, I guess I'll grant, say too rich for my taste. And I'm sorry about that. My hard costs it was a lot more than the $20 cards that I'm getting from Topps to sign myself and sell. And so I tried to make it as reasonable as I could, and also keeping into account that it's like they're pretty low editions. And I would have loved to do a big edition, do a 50 or 25 or something with Mac, or a 41 and a 25 would have been great. I just couldn't afford shelling that much money up front for all those autos from Mark at this point in the game. So that's kind of why the prices are where they're at. And then in terms of the drop time and how this kind of all played out is I was a little bit bummed that the same guy that took my money to set up the autos also did his own autos of Mark on my cards, not with dual autos. So they're different, but they're different editions and different colors and stuff. And he got everything signed at once, and then he had all his cards, and he put them up for sale immediately. And then he shipped out all the artist cards, and I didn't get them till like a week later. And so I feel like he kind of scooped us because he took our money, and then he basically went and sold the same product, which he paid less money for to get the auto because he's not marking up his own thing. And because of that, he was able to put, I mean, he has good prices, which is cool. But it just made it really tough for me to be like, wow, I just spent thousands of dollars to get these autographs, and I can't sell them right now because there's like similar ones that are not duals but just signed by Mark of my cards available from this other dude. So that was annoying. And just another random thing. Sorry, I'm kind of venting right now. I bought all new deco pens to have him sign, and I bought skinny pens for the cards, and then I bought fat pens for the magazines, and then I had them all kind of bagged and protected together, and it would say on the outside of the box like 5 yellow fat pen Beckett skinny pen cards, bam, and had it all separated and like really organized. And he didn't mail me back the pens, and they're expensive. It's like $10 a pen, and I bought 10 pens. So it was $100 worth of brand new art pen, literally like never used art pens that I would have used for a long time. I'm like, man, that sucks. So I text him that. I'm like, dude, that's kind of lame. Like, you charged me money. I sent you all the things, including pens, then you don't send the pens back. It's just whatever. And then today, all of this drama, which has led to like this kind of crazy drop, which I know is like seems rushed, but it's been weeks in planning. So I didn't have all the pens that I needed to do the dual autographs. So then I had to take a trip to, into Manhattan to go to a paint store, find the pens. They didn't have all the pens that I needed. I had to go to another. It was complicated. Then I get back with the right pen. And like I said, I sent them all in the right little boxes, and they're all different editions because I wanted them each to be different, starting kind of small and getting kind of big. You'll notice that we have like kind of a weird edition where it goes like 3, 4, skips 5, 6, 7, 8. I was shorted of the cards that I sent and paid for. I got shorted 2 cards. So I had to kind of shuffle the edition sizes around. And anyways, it's all fine. I'm so lucky to even be in a situation that this type of stuff is annoying. But that's what happened. And I couldn't photograph the cards with the front and back until I'd signed them. I couldn't sign them until I had the editions locked in. So that's kind of that's been my day. And I could have pushed the release date, with everything that went today. I could just said, hey, we're not going to do it today, and done it a little different and a little probably cleaner looking, at least like on the website, if I'd done a later date. But I didn't, because tomorrow's Friday. That's an artist interview. We have an amazing French woman. I need to get her name. I can't even find my mouse right now. I have an amazing artist coming on tomorrow night. I didn't want to make that interview with her about my Mark McGwire cards at all. And as you guys know, I've got 3 of these pairs of shoes to paint this weekend. I will be doing bonus streams, like I said, streaming. No, Dan, they were not Posca pens. I have to do that over the weekend, and it's just crazy. And I told all you guys that I would, Josie, awesome. Let's see, Matt, can you put her Twitter link into the YouTube comments? That'd be great. Um, anyways, ended up having kind of a hectic day and felt like I was spinning my wheels a lot to get a little bit done. And then to list the cards on the site, I had to take pictures, and the pictures weren't as nice as I would have liked. Also, when I do, when I list stuff on my website, normally I'm taking basically just the digital image that Topps gives me as like the product shot, which is not done. Like, they don't actually photograph the card in a case. They take the digital picture of my art that I submit to them, and then they Photoshop in a case, and then they Photoshop on the sticker and all that stuff. And then if I'm doing autos, I Photoshop on top a picture of my signature. And so those type of things look perfectly square. White's perfectly white. Corners are perfectly square. Versus tonight with these cards is, I set it up in my studio. I had like a flat white foam core board and tripod with the camera here and a bunch of lights, and took photos, and then sent them to Tess. Shout out to Tess. She is a rock star today. And my dad. Thank you, Dad, for helping getting the site page set up, password protected, everything like that. Anyways, that's the story. That's why the launch wasn't perfect, but I thought that it was more important to just, I did all the work today, and I just wanted to just get it done, so that I can tomorrow and tonight continue working on these Dexter shoes, be able to send them off on Monday. We got to overnight them on Monday. And that's going to be my life. And I thought today I would actually spend a lot more time on the shoes than I did, and really got kind of sucked into the Mark McGwire thing. But I'm very happy. Like, the good thing is the cards look awesome, and the Beckett's look awesome, and they're live. So that's that. And Ben Baller came on the stream tonight. So that was sick. It was awesome. It was a nice surprise. Yeah, so that's kind of that's it. That was my day. That was my night. I was thinking, if Ben Baller hadn't showed up, I was going to do the Mark McGwire stuff, and then I was going to sit here just like I did last night, talk to you guys for a bit about Mark or about whatever, and just be prepping this third pair of shoes, because there's just literal manual labor that has to be done between now and Monday, when these cards are, or not cards, when these shoes are ready to go. And it's not the type of thing that I want to sub out and have an employee do. Although, shout out Andy. I don't think he's watching. He's on a train right now. But he did help me with some deglazing and sanding today, which is very, very much appreciated, because sometimes there's just not enough hours in the day to do all of the things that I would like to do. But that's nice that I get to do what I love and paint every day. And the fact that there's more things that I wish I could paint or create or, whatever. It's awesome. So I appreciate that. I appreciate all you guys understanding. Sorry that the pictures on the website are not as crispy, as everything else, but I did my best. Let's see here. Let's check some comments. Frank Murphy, Derek Jeter card. Yeah. Derek Jeter, Sophia Chang. It's awesome. Very cool. There's a lot. I mean, it's cool, man. There's artists are really, they're killing it right now. I've been really impressed with a lot of cards, even from artists that maybe at the beginning of the project didn't speak to me as much as they do now. So it's really, really cool to see every artist. Like, oh man, the Ichiro today, Gregory Siff, 3D. It's got the 3D parts of it are 3D, so like it's like red and blue offset. And Greg says, like, dude, you got to look at the card with 3D glasses. If you do, like, it's just, he says, so cool. And I think it's rad. Greg's such a brilliant artist and a nice guy, and really good idea. First guy to put a hamburger on a Big Mac card. First guy to put the 3D on the Ichiro card. So it was cool. And he like explained it, how like, it's like Ichiro's like a wearing sunglasses. He looks like a superhero. And it's like because he's wearing glasses in his card, that gave him the idea of like, oh, let's do this some glasses experience, which is really, really cool. Sophia's card's cool. Ben's card is awesome. It's actually, and I don't know if I even mentioned it on the stream, but of Ben's cards, it's my favorite because I think that it has such a nice balance of Ben's bling, but not overdoing it. And just kind of that like chill, the Missouri postcard vibe, the arch, really nice. Let's see here. Yeah, that starting lineup wall is cool, right? This is all from you guys too. All of this stuff is from you guys, except for this Duke basketball. I painted that. Got that Mark picture up there as well. Got the we have the Bob Ross Funko, Basquiat Funko. I got to get my Bob Ross Chia Pet up on the wall as well. Another thing among all of that craziness is Matt and I had a really, really good podcast, Pretty Big News podcast interview with Tyson Beck today. We talked about, we were planning, I told Matt going into it, because of everything I had going on today and all the stuff right before the podcast, I was like, bro, I could do like 45 minutes, an hour tops. He said, no problem. And we were all just vibing. So I was planning to have like an extra hour before the stream than I did for some other prep stuff. And we just talked about tops a lot. We talked about, blowout forums a lot. We talked about haters and lovers and like of the project and flippers and everything. We talked about the basketball cards that he's doing himself, and ended up being probably, when it's edited down, 150 hour and a half to hour and 45 minutes episode, which is gonna be really good. So all of that happened, and then it was like, bam, I have to do the stream. Yeah. So anyways, it's pretty great. Tomorrow I have another really cool phone call. Just try and keep all cylinders firing. Phone call with a company called Super Rare. And I found out about Super Rare through Pretty Big News podcast with Matt that we did with ex-MLB player Micah Johnson, who's now a full-time artist. And one of his revenue channels as an artist is selling art on the blockchain through a platform called Super Rare. And in that, you make basically digital art, one-of-a-kind digital art, and you put it on Super Rare and people can pay to own it. And the way it's set up is like everyone can see it, but only one person owns it. So it's like tokenized art. And usually what artists do is sometimes people create just digital art, on their computer. Sometimes, like Micah, he paints something and then he brings it onto his computer and then he animates parts of it, which is my plan. So I've just been accepted to Super Rare as an artist. They have like an admission process, and tomorrow is my onboarding call. I think I probably, I'm going to start dabbling in it. But obviously right now my focus is those shoes. But right now, 2020, my focus is Project 2020. But just starting to get the things out there. So I'm very excited about that tomorrow. Outside of that, I hope that I get to spend all my day until the stream working on these shoes. And then on Saturday, I'm going to do the same thing, working on the shoes all day. Saturday, I'm going to do probably like a mid-afternoon stream. I'll tweet about it. I'll give you guys an update. But I'm going to just put the camera on and just work on these shoes. And so if you guys want to pop in and say hello, I'm hoping that Jason Belmonte comes on, kind of like Ben did last hour, whatever. Pops on, says what's up to people, which would be cool. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm excited about everything. I love these Mark McGwire cards. Yeah, this is awesome. It's just been such a crazy day. How cool is it though that Ben popped on and like didn't even give me he just texted me right before. He's like, "Hey, how do I get on?" Dope. All right. Anyways, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the little bit of Ben Baller that we got. If you got a Mark McGwire, hopefully you're able to. If you guys didn't, if people were not on the waiting list, I told you guys I'll tell you the password, so I will. Password is here, copy. Put this down here. Password is this. 87 Big Mac 49. It's the rookie home run record in the year that he set it. Thank you, Dad, for getting that all set up. Thank you, Tess, for getting everything set up. Thank you, Matt, for helping today. Thank you, Andy, if you're watching, for helping prep shoes. Thank you, Nick, for driving me to Blick to get pens for the second time. Thanks, Josh, who is currently here, I believe, winning a bet because the Bengals were losing last time I checked. We have a bet about pie. I think I told you guys about that last night, which is fun. But thank you, Josh, for coming and helping unbox the rest of our Ted Williams cards today. So thank you guys, everyone. Super grateful. Love you guys all. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay peaceful, and stay grateful, and stay awesome.